Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the Best of Jamaica 2024. All right, and I'm talking with the lovely. Zoom in if you think I joke, me, I make the lovely. This is Hope Wade, and she's the judge's pick for Best Fashion Icon. First of all, had I known this is what we're gonna do, you know what I mean? I would have brought the threads.
Okay.
But first of all, congrats.
Thank you very
Congrats,
much.
congrats,
Appreciate
congrats. Tell the masses a little bit more about Hope. Are you a stylist, a designer, the whole nine? Talk to me because them say fashion icon. That's some heavy words.
it. That is.
That's some heavy words.
I was quite surprised and very, very thankful and humbled that, Well, a little about Hope with I'm a fashion designer. I design couture, dresses for women and elegant pieces for men as well. And I started out because I went to Cooper Union College and I was recruited because of the school I went to for this job. And then after a year and a half, the president asked my boss to train me in a certain direction. And after 3 months, my boss called me into the office and he said, he was very honest. He said, the car I drive is from the company and the house I live in is from the company. And I was thinking, who cares, And he said, and the vacations I go on is from the company and they're grooming you for my job. You're fired.
Wow.
Didn't have hashtag me too at the time, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. And I was not gonna beg for the job. That was doesn't happen.
Right.
So a couple months later, I had to the church I attended at the time had a New Year's Eve event and they all said we had to dress formally. And I just bought a new car before I got fired. I had to rent to pay, I'm like my unemployment check cannot fit in a budget of anything new. So in desperation I made something and my girlfriends they said, oh, I thought you said you wasn't gonna buy anything. I said, no, I made this. And I had to go in the bathroom and show them, the inside out, like, oh, horrible. But the outside looked good. And they started ordering from me, and that's literally how my business started.
So hold up, let me ask you this, because I would like to think that you didn't just get up one day and started putting stuff together. There's some
But okay, so I went to Cooper Union College, a New York City Technical College.
Which
so
is fashion.
that was, no. It was graphic design and photography. Fashion just happened to evolve, but the thing was I knew how to cut a straight line per se. I could get around because I was a creative force. So
you weren't normally the one putting the pieces together.
No, actually no. Fashion design is a totally different animal than graphics, and it's two different windows. The same creativity, but it's two different windows. But so it took me a couple of years to actually get to where I needed to be. But yeah, I started by charging $50. Didn't matter what it was. 25 for material and 25 for my profit.
Right.
Now it's a different thing completely, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that. I wonder oftentimes when people look back, because, sometimes we got to look in the rearview mirror. Every situation that we look at and feel horrible about, we look at down the road and laugh and say, this set me up, propped me up to be what I am. That day when that boss tell you what him tell you, first of all, it was harsh.
Yes.
But it was rather complimentary. The fact that he saw you as that much of a threat that he had to get rid of you.
Too bad. It's funny because this has happened years ago, but in the past year, about 3 people said to me, did you call that man and tell him thank you? I said, for what? Because he changed the trajectory of your life. And I said, no, I didn't look at it that way. I thought of it as he was just insecure. And I think because he couldn't tell me anything else, he told me the truth. But, God has a way of turning. The Bible says God can turn an evil to a good. And that's how I see it. I mean, I've never held him up in my heart. I just felt like he was just very insecure. This was his livelihood and he felt threatened.
Right.
And, the irony was I didn't even like my job that much. Really,
So let me ask you this, right? You know where him live? Can we roll by with the award? Like drive by, drive by.
Listen. Yes.
Listen, life is a funny thing. Life is a funny thing. And oftentimes when we see our heroes, we see people doing what they do. I personally like when it shows on them. You know what I mean? When Xavier talk about Jamaicans.com, it light up like a Christmas tree, right? It shows on him.
Right.
I learned some things from Rockwell today on the stage talking about, the inception and all those things, and it shows on them. If I didn't know who it was and I had to walk through the crowd today and search for the person who won the Fashion Icon Award, I think I would have found you.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So congratulations on your award, all the achievements. Again, whenever you find out where that man is or whatever, call me. We're gonna roll by. We're gonna roll by.
It's interesting. I mean, I've always read the different articles that Jamaicans.com came up with, and I remember the first time that Xavier and I spoke, I was like, you know. But honestly, as I said before in my thank you speech, I received the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award in August, and I have a go in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum. But Jamaicans.com, this award today, it's right up there, because one, I wasn't expecting it, and number two, Jamaicans are very difficult,
Very critical.
very critical, right?
Can't please it.
And I feel like I have the shoulder. I'm on the shoulder of all these Jamaicans, you know. And it don't take much. One day them praise, the next day they run you. But to be
24 hours
recognized
later.
by your own,
Yeah.
it really makes a big difference. So
And I think that is most times when I speak to people about awards and stuff like that, that's the thing that resonates the most. You know, no matter who they are. I just had a conversation with Audrey Reed. It's the same thing, being recognized by your own, especially our critical people. But trust me, congrats.
as they say, we look over with talent.
We lick about with Talawa.
Thank you
Now,
so
now, here's the thing: is there something in your field that you haven't accomplished yet? That's on the list, the checklist, the bucket list, whatever. Something you want to do.
Oh yes. Well,
Tell them.
the thing is
Let's
that-
speak it into being.
Let's speak to be okay, fine. So, as of January, I'm going to be registering this new company. It's called. I'm trying to decide the Rockland School of Modeling, Sewing, and Manufacturing, or it's going to be Hopeway Design School of Modeling, Sewing, and Manufacturing, and that's dear to my heart because a lot of this. I am the executive producer and owner of Rockland Fashion Week. It's very, very successful for the past 5 years. God is good. We always had sold out audience, hundreds of people come to the show. But the designer that we're showcasing, they're very, very talented people. But, you know, in terms of having their work manufactured, it's a very expensive thing to do. And that has been something that's been passionate about to me, to have these people's work be manufactured. So I'm speaking to being, and the Bible said, where two touch and agree shall come to pass.
See there?
So there it is.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yes.
Hope. Thank you so very, very much. Before you get up out of here, though, you gotta drop all the information, whether it be social media, websites, and so forth.
Facebook, social media, any X, or the HopewayDesigns.com is my website. Hashtag HopewayDesigns, Instagram, Facebook, Hopeway Designs.
Amazing. Make sure you check her out, ladies and gentlemen. Best of Jamaica 2024 Fashion Icon Award. All right. Hope
Thank
Wade.
you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you. My pleasure.